Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, you've already seen the title. By the time I'm recording this video on June 12th, 2026, we are less than a month away from Granblue Fantasy Relink Endless Ragnarok on July 9th, 2026. I'm so hyped. So what I'm gonna do in this video is it's just a coping session basically. I'm just coping for what I want to see in this game. So let's just get started. So I already have my Google Docs here. I'm just gonna go down the list of what I want to see or what I'm gonna predict is gonna happen. So in terms of story, if you guys see the logo of Endless Ragnarok, it's obviously Bahamut Versa. So Bahamut Versa is gonna be playing a massive role in the story for Endless Ragnarok, and obviously by extension, that will be id. So id is going to be the main focus of Endless Ragnarok. Probably. So what do I mean by that? Think of it this way. At the end of the base game, id was slowly redeeming himself before we save Roland, right? He was slowly redeeming himself. He became the next Mr. Fix-It. And then once we save Roland, we got two Mr. Fix-Its in Folka. So I think id is going to be playing a massive role in Endless Ragnarok. And by extension, maybe, just maybe, I'm predicting that you guys already know the rules for how anime works. If you don't see a corpse, then they're 100% not dead. So we did not see the corpse of Lilith when Bahamut Versa, when id was going out of control before the final chapter. When he used his tail and just smacked the hell out of Lilith, and she just went into the void, right? So I'm predicting that Lilith is still alive. She's gonna come back and she's still gonna try and go through with her plan in another way to go back to Estalucia. Maybe she'll find a different power source or whatever, and then that will put the skies back in jeopardy again. So it's essentially the same plot as the base game. The more I talk about this, the more ridiculous and less likely it sounds, but I'm still gonna go through with it anyway. So Lilith is gonna try and still continue her plan, but the difference is id is now with us, and id has to confront his past, because Lilith was basically his entire past. So who knows? Maybe we're gonna go against Lilith again. Maybe she's more deranged, she's more crazy or whatever, but that'd be really cool. And you guys know how Gran and Djeeta have that blue form? The blue form was only showed in the final chapter 0 when we actually save Roland and they get their blue hair. Well, Djeeta / Gran, not Lyria, because Lyria already has blue hair. But anyway, what I'm thinking is maybe what if id with his soul link, because Gran / Djeeta have a life link with Lyria. What if id with his soul link with Bahamut Versa, he goes into a stronger form, like a stronger Super Saiyan form? Maybe he'll have purple hair or some shit. That'd be really cool, but that's just what I think. So that's my predictions for what's the main plot of Granblue Fantasy Endless Ragnarok is going to be. So why is Beelzebub here? So if you guys have played Granblue Fantasy versus Rising, I have a playthrough of it on the channel if you want to watch. Beelzebub's ability as an astral is time and space manipulation, and that allows him to, like, I'm forgetting the plot of versus Rising, but he was able to call upon other dimensions, and that was how Djeeta and Gran were able to actually meet canonically. So I'm predicting maybe Gran and Djeeta are gonna meet in this expansion. Maybe that would be really cool, but we're just gonna have to see. Obviously there's gonna be a launch trailer before the game releases, so hopefully they don't spoil too much. I don't want them to show too much about it. So yeah, that's my predictions on how Beelzebub is going to be relevant in the main story, because there has to be a reason why he's there. Now, the world boss that was shown, I have not played the game that far in the original gacha, Granblue Fantasy gacha, so I don't know how he's going to come into the game. Either way, he looks really cool, and obviously Frau is here to tie us into it. So we'll just have to see about that. What I also have listed here is more primal gods / beasts. We gotta have like a lot more in the game, right? So we'll just have to see, like, new monsters, actual new bosses, like not the wolf ice boss or the Furycane or the lava boss, we gotta have like more primal beasts aside from them. So that's my prediction for what's going to occur in the story, but I have one more prediction for the main story, and it's Djeeta slash Gran's blue form with their blue hair. That's their guide to the eternal edge or whatever, right? I predict that they're going to go, I'm just going to call it Super Saiyan. So I predict they're going to go Super Saiyan at the end, like get their blue form with Lyria, and they're going to have an entirely new moveset that they have not shown in the story or in the trailers at all. Because if you guys haven't realized, I don't think it was shown in the trailers that id was playable, and I really like that about it. So I hope they pay homage to where they just don't spoil that part at all. Like, they didn't spoil id was playable at the end. So maybe Blue Gran slash Djeeta will also be playable at the end with an entirely new moveset, new skills, new masteries, new whatever, right? Because that would be really cool, because how Gran and Djeeta are now, I mean, they're mainly like mostly a support role. So it'd be really cool if they had a new form with a permanent blue-haired mode, with them just going ham and shit. That'd be really fucking cool, but that's just my prediction. And speaking of other playable characters, I did have this written down on this spreadsheet like long before it was announced. Blue Djeeta obviously is going to be playable. I also had Roland written down here, and that was before it was shown that Roland was actually a summon in this game. So it's unfortunate that he's a summon because he won't have his own moveset, and that really sucks, but it is what it is. I had Roland as a prediction here. I guess I was wrong. I also had Historiath in here. So Historiath, it can go either way. Historiath can be playable in the future post-release of Endless Ragnarok, or they're probably just going to make her a summon like Lucilius. Which, if they are going to make her a summon like Lucilius, it's a damn shame because her design's really cool, but it is what it is. Going by the trend, I'm pretty sure Historiath is probably going to be just a summon. And same with the one dude with the glasses, the large buff draft with the glasses, he's probably going to be a summon too. Now, other predictions for gameplay mechanics, let's see. We need more skins. Like, I don't like just the skin change being the changing of the color palettes. I know that they censored Fediel, because Fediel's original art was very, very bold, is a word I would describe it. But if that's the case, I guess the likelihood that there's going to be like swimsuits or Narmaya's butterfly skin is probably very low in the future. Either way, I want just new skins for the characters. I just really want that, because I'm tired of this color swap palette bullshit. Like, that's just boring, to be honest. But that's just my opinion. Hopefully they do that. Maybe, I mean, it is releasing in the summer, so maybe they're going to release like swimsuits for the females and swimsuits for the males, but I just genuinely hope that there's going to be some sort of a skin outfit system, whether that be DLC or actually in the game, where you get new costumes aside from the color swap palette. This game is really good, and it would benefit significantly more with more skins. It gives people more incentive to play the game, you know? And speaking of skins, layered weapons. We need layered weapons in the game as well, bro. In the base Granblue Fantasy Relink, the most optimal weapon you can place on your character is obviously the Terminus weapons. When you fully awaken them, they have this purple aura on them. I mean, it's cool, but not the purple doesn't fit every character's personal aura. Like Zeta, she would have a red aura, or Lancelot, he would have a blue aura. They were going in the right direction with Sandalphon having a yellow aura, so they should keep that intact. Or if they have to, we can just do layered weapons, like I said. Like, layered weapons would solve all of that immediately. So the second to last is triple sigils. So at the end game of Granblue Fantasy Relink, we had 2 skills in 1 sigil. My prediction is 3 skills in 1 sigil for the grand end game of it all. Who knows, it may happen, it may not, but that would be really crazy if it did. Or if we had like some way to control the RNG, but I'm guessing that's what the Conflux is about, or the single player roguelike, so we'll just have to see. But yeah, that's my prediction. Triple sigils, where 3 skills are in 1 sigil. Is it gonna happen? Probably not, but I'm just putting it out there. Now, my last gameplay prediction for Endless Ragnarok is one that's probably highly unlikely, but I really hope that it is in there. Double Skybound arts. It's exactly what it sounds like. So everybody already has one Skybound art in the base game. So I'm predicting maybe every character by the end game of Endless Ragnarok will have 2 Skybound arts. You can choose the old one for the old characters, or a second one that looks cooler if you think it's cooler. That's what I predict. It's highly unlikely, but it'd be really cool if we at least like work around it, you know? And what I mean by work around it's like you work towards that goal. Like in the endgame mode, you just farm for the materials, and then you can just unlock the second one, the second Skybound art. But we'll just have to see. I don't know if they're that ambitious. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, they gotta justify the voice actors of the game for having more voice lines, right? Because if it's really cool how one of the things I really like about the Granblue Fantasy Relink is the fact that every single character says the name of the next character that's going to use their Skybound art when you link your SBAs. So there's like multiple permutations of voice actors that say each other's names of the other characters. So what if they have another voice line for their second Skybound art? That'd be really cool, but maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. We're just gonna have to see. So that's all my predictions for what's gonna come to Endless Ragnarok in literally less than a month. I wanted to make this video on the exact date, on the exact month before it releases, but it's fine. It's fine if it was a few days ahead. But anyway, I'm really happy about this game. I am 100% going to be recording my first reactions to the entire story and the bosses and the mechanics. So do look forward to that. If you want to see that, please do like and subscribe. But again, only if I've earned it. And I'll see you guys probably next month when I play Endless Ragnarok. We're just gonna have to see. Thank you for watching. Peace out.